It's time for your statewide Alabama weathercast.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Drew McCombs with the Alabama Weather Network, and this is your mid-morning forecast update. And got beautiful pictures from our sky watchers. Got the fall colors trying to peep out here at Madison County Lake. There near Gurley. Sandra Kirkwood sent this one in. Got the geese kind of hanging out here as well, so beautiful view there. And also in the northern part of the state, you got Daniel Harbin and Trenton seeing some fog this morning. This is a time lapse he sent in of some fog there in Trenton in the Paint Rock Valley. Beautiful look there, and a lot of some fog, but lots of low clouds still in place over the state today, just like we saw yesterday. We kind of got a bit of a wedge effect here. We got some northeasterly, easterly flow here on the backside of that low that came through a couple of days ago and brought our rain. And so we're keeping this kind of cool air mass in place and low cloud cover. Just a few peaks of sunshine in the southwestern part of the state potentially today, but most of the state stays socked in. Then we have some showers back to the west that eventually we'll see some of those showers get into the northwestern part of the state later on this evening and into the nighttime hours. But for now, expected just to be kind of cloudy out there and cool for sure today. Not quite as cool at the beach, but still cooler than normal. 62 degrees is the current temperature there. So you get the low cloud cover in place there, and got a little bit of a breeze out of the northeast around 16 miles per hour. As we move to the north, low cloud cover in Montgomery as well. It's 57 degrees there. Don't expect to see those temperatures budge a whole lot over the course of the day today. Mount Cheaha, we're up in the clouds, and you can look at the temperatures there. It's 47 degrees. That temperature has been staying kind of in that 45, 47 degree range pretty much all day today. And you can see, again, the dew point's nearby at 46 degrees there, so kind of planning to probably stay fairly socked into the clouds there up in Mount Cheaha for today. And Cherokee, low clouds there as well. It's 53 degrees there, so again, pretty common across the state to see some fairly cool temperatures. And it was same thing for yesterday. It was pretty cool. We only got highs into the 50s and then some cases 60s and a few 70s towards the south. Muscle Shoals hit 59. Same thing in Birmingham. Montgomery hit 61. Dothan was 66. And then Mobile was one of the warmer spots getting to 79, but they did see a good bit more sunshine in that far southwestern corner yesterday. As far as our lows this morning from our sky watchers, again, the temperatures haven't moved a whole lot the last 24 hours or so. It got down to 52 degrees in 3 different spots. Ryan Mooring in Mooresville, Tyne Wingo and Corner, and Joshua Vest in Pinson. Daniel Harbin in Scottsboro got down to 53, and Susan Campbell in Anniston hit 54 degrees. Again, temperatures right now, a lot of 50s out there. 55 in Alexander City, 54 in Birmingham. So generally 50s northeast and eastern part of the state, even 57 in Greenville. As you get to the southwest, sitting around 60 degrees in Thomasville, 61 in Chatham, and then it get a little bit warmer down towards the beach, but not seeing maybe as much sunshine today, so they may not get quite as warm down there. But we'll see. Take a look at our forecast highs, and this may be a little optimistic getting up into the mid 60s in the northeastern corner. Very possible we don't hit that, and we mostly stay in the 50s. But we'll be optimistic that maybe we'll get a little bit warmer. And again, down in the south as well, if they get a little bit more breaks in the clouds, they might get into the low 70s. But generally, it's going to be kind of a cool day out there, just like yesterday, and sort of gloomy. But what we're watching for today and the rest of this week, so some rain starts to arrive tonight as we get, especially in the northwestern part of the state, some showers start to move in. And then as we get into the early day tomorrow, more showers move through. So kind of periods of rain and tomorrow. Northern part of the state gets most of it, but the southern part of the state gets a little bit. And then we'll cool off quite a bit more as we get into the later part of the week, where frost is going to be possible, especially in the northern part of the state early Friday. So we'll have some pretty cold mornings as we get towards the end of the week. So we're kind of in between two systems right now. This low pressure right here moving off the Atlantic coast, that's what that system came through here a couple of days ago and brought our rain. Here's the next one to the west, starting to see some of those higher clouds where we've got low clouds socked in here, but we get some of those higher clouds blowing off from that low pressure starting to approach the state here. And again, that's where that shower activity will move in later on tonight and into tomorrow. Again, looking at the Futurecast, socked in with clouds, maybe a few more breaks in the sunshine to the southwest. And then again, by 7 o'clock or so this evening, could start to see some of those showers get into the northwestern corner of the state. And then as we move through the overnight period and into tomorrow morning, showers across a good portion of the state, although a fairly narrow line there moving down towards the south, a little bit more widespread in the north. But you'll see moving through places like Clanton, Selma, Monroeville around 7 o'clock in the morning. Scattered showers, not super heavy. We're not going to see massive rainfall totals from this for sure, especially further to the south. Lingering showers possible with the kind of the upper level low as it moves through later on tomorrow night, and then things start to clear out as far as the shower activity. It's going to take a little bit longer to get the clouds out of here. By the time we get to Friday, though, for sure, we'll be looking at sunshine, cool conditions, and for trick-or-treating, totally clear, but it will be chilly out there for sure. So it'll be kind of a crisp time out there for the trick-or-treating. Here's a look at our forecast wind gust for the next few hours here, at least into the nighttime period. So it's going to get pretty gusty as these showers approach, especially in the northern part of the state. So as we get to late tonight, we'll be seeing some gusts up to 20, 30 miles per hour. Could get a little bit higher there in some of the higher elevations in northeastern Alabama. So it'll be pretty breezy there as this system moves through. The rainfall outlook, again, northern Alabama could get half inch, 3/4 of an inch with some of this over the next day or so. But generally, as you get south of Birmingham and Tuscaloosa and Anniston, you're going to just see mainly maybe 1/10 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. And then as you get further to the southeast, it's going to be just kind of trace amounts down in that area. Again, cooler air continues to push in and arrives in full force later in the week as we get into Thursday and Friday. So you can see that big area of blue coming down. That will cool us down for Halloween and for this coming weekend as well. Your 7-day forecast looks like this for North Alabama. Again, this 20% chance is really for tonight in the northwestern part of the state. Otherwise, today it's going to be mainly just kind of a gloomy day with temperatures generally in the getting in the 50s, maybe low 60s. And then as we get into tomorrow again, periods of rain moving through, chilly still out there, at least cool. And then things start to dry out with some lingering clouds on Thursday. Then Friday looks pretty nice. Again, cool, but better weather than it raining for Halloween for sure. And you can see the weekend, we start to moderate the temperatures a little bit. And right now, I think some clouds could be on the increase. Another little system may try to clip the area or the state on Sunday into Monday, but the chances of rain are sort of, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, so we don't really have anything in there now, but we could add a little bit, especially for South Alabama, as we get into that part of early next week. But again, for today, again, could get close to the mid to upper 60s in some spots if we get enough sunshine. Then you've got a little bit less chance, but still scattered showers moving through the south part of the state. And then again, looking pretty good in southern Alabama for Halloween and for the weekend. And again, as we get into Sunday, Monday, we'll kind of keep an eye on that and see if we need to add any small rain chances, but it doesn't look like a significant system either way. Well, that is your Alabama forecast. We appreciate you watching us here on the Alabama Weather Network.